Welcome to Atlantis Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio for the month of October, including late September 2023. So Scorpio, we are in the zodiac sign of Libra and the element is air. So it could go either way this month. It could be absolutely still with no wind at all, or it could be very windy going this way and that way and things changing on the spin of a dime. It could be. So, but you are in your 12th house, so this is the real underground house. This is the house of spiritual awakening, where we really sit sort of, as Scorpios do, they dive deep and they look at everything that's there, down there, and look at all the thing. It's all the stuff that we kind of conveniently sort of shove aside, our grief, all those sort of really deep spiritual issues. This 12th house is the time to examine them and hopefully confront them and feel them and put them there and just go, I've done it. And you've got the High Priestess, which is like keeping your own counsel. So this perfectly is the month for that. You're not going to want to be sharing and oversharing with everybody around you about how you're feeling. It's very private. The High Priestess is very much a card of keeping one's own counsel. Really sort of, it's a lot of full-on psychic energy, so it can be unnerving too, and you don't have the feeling to be sharing and caring with everybody that comes into your orbit. So just be knowing that. But it's also that the High Priestess also is something that sort of still has yet to evolve in your life. So it's a very sort of magical time, and you can sort of feel that something new is coming towards you, but you're not quite sure. You feel it within your intuition, but we'll find out. So High Priestess, beautiful card, especially in the 12th house, where you are right now, Scorpio. Knight of Swords, expect the unexpected. So when he comes in, he is a troublemaker. So you've just got to be aware to sometimes young male, immature energy, actually, very Gemini energy coming in, comes in, causes a disruption, leaves. So this is the energy that's there right where you are at the moment. So just be, and if this person does, well, obviously, or that energy comes across, you just need to sit back and go, okay, let's see what this disruption is really about, or who is the disruptor. Let's see the influencer of that's influenced this Knight of Swords to come in, this sort of duplicitous energy of the Knight of Swords. Grief. So, yes, as I said before, this is the 12th house where the grief comes back up. It's kind of regurgitated, to use it. I know it's a horrible analogy, but that's what happened. It rises to the top again. It takes you by surprise. It disrupts you. It brings you back to a place of great sadness that still will be with you for life, but you just learn to live with it. So there you come, and how apt that it's coming in your 12th house, Scorpio. So be not afraid. Just go, okay, I need to sort of swallow all this. I need to work with it, and so I can sort of just understand it's just what I've got to do in this 4 weeks. Let's see what was going on in August, September for you, Scorpio. Oh, more. 7 of Swords. Oh my God, Scorpio. So who's this person or this energy of deceit, jealousy, sort of not very nice, sort of, it's an Aquarian energy. It's a bit like, oh, someone's either talking about you or being deceptive to you, or it could be you doing it to yourself. So you've got to keep that in mind. It's either a person who you feel, and Scorpios will know, usually they know exactly where it comes from. They are no fools in terms of reading the room. So if it is from others, well, that's good confirmation. And if it's from you, yeah, well, that's a bit more confronting, but, you know, do it. Like, just go, oh, okay, I'm I was just imagining, I was just getting it, I was getting in my head about that. And that's not good for Scorpio. They don't, you know, the mental, intellectual and the intuition don't kind of gel really, because intuition is your power. Okay, recent influences. Oh, Two of Swords, move forward, move forward. So there's something that's seriously bothering you this month in your brain, in your human brain, physiological area. You're overthinking, you're worried, you're deceiving yourself. Is everything good? There's grief there on the doorstep. Then there's also Two of Swords, which is almost like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm blocked. I just feel blocked. Which is, as you know, when there's swords around, it's always about overthink. So just think on that too. You're not your intuits. You're not like driven by that noisy head. Let's see the lesson. Ten of Pentacles, look, everything's fine. Stability, financial stability is great. It works good. You're putting in good. They're Scorpio, very hard-working people. This is all good. So the rest of your mind's running wild. You need to use this 4 weeks in the 12th house just to, you know, really stop that mind and do some things that combat that runaway brain with all these swords. So the lesson is you're very grounded, you're very financially okay. That's, yeah, you've got to kind of combat the mind, I think, this 4 weeks. Let's now go to near future. And you have the King of Wands, so travel, things coming forward, things to look forward to, someone coming to visit you, you going to visit somebody, good fun energy coming in, leadership, sort of, it's like a pumping up of, yeah, going into Wands is also action, so it's a good thing. It gets you out of your head. It's action, it's not, Swords is just passive, you know, contemplation, it's too much. So you get that coming in early October, so it's all right, it's very positive energy coming in. Male energy can be, you know what that is for you, but overall very positive, especially coming out of this gloomy Three of Swords business, but that has to be done as well. So definitely forward moving energy coming in once you've dealt with this sort of first burst of the 12th house. You're going to get moving and things happening and making things happen. What's happening you're not realizing? The Lovers. So relationships, maybe it's thinking about relationships of old. That's where the grief sits. You've got to look at it. You've got to try and sort of move above it. You've got to sort of try and resolve it to yourself. For some of you, there might be someone new coming in with this King of Wands, but he mightn't be around all the time, so it's almost like, yeah, well, best of both worlds these days. You know, those sort of relationships seem to be more prevalent where people sort of work away and come home, and sometimes I think it can be really a very positive thing, but very much this relationship is what you're not realising is still very much, you need to sort of go through with it. You need to kind of really nut it out, all the swords with this relationship. That's what you've got to clear this 4 weeks, Scorpio. How others see you. King of Swords. So clarity, very much clarity. That's how others see you, but you don't see yourself like that. But yeah, just get to the crux of it, you know, just intellectually you've got to be clear about these things. You've got to sort of be able to have clarity to understand. This is very male energy too, so they could see you as, you know, a person that's just a female that's really been had to, you know, manage all the stuff and be, you know, the leader of the family, the breadwinner, all that kind of thing, and that clarity is really important for you because that's how others see you. So I rest my case. So clarity. And especially about all these other swords cards, you've got to sort of be, you know, very much aware of that. You do have that clarity. Positive feelings. Justice. Very karmic, so this fits in with the 12th house. So you reap what you sow. In other words, you put the seeds down. Now, whatever weeds have grown or flowers. And that's the risk we take with everything that we embark on. Big cards. So we've got big cards with the Lovers. We've got big card with the Justice card. So very karmic. So it's in your best interest, I feel, Scorpio, just to, you know, maybe if you did grow a whole patch of weeds, maybe just get rid of that thing and start again. But with clarity. You've got to sweep it out. The outcome. And then you get the green light with the fall coming in, new stuff coming in. So by the time we're turning into third week of October and we're into Scorpio and you're out of the 12th house, then off you go on a new journey. So you've really done some serious house cleaning in this last 4 weeks once you get to the point of your birthday month coming in the third week of October. So that is a fantastic card to look forward to. New journeys, new things, just all new, like new broom sweeps clean. Okay, so what I think, I'm going to put your clarifying card on that Seven of Swords, because that's always hideous, because if you're deceiving yourself, you feel you've let yourself down. If you're being deceived by others, you feel it too. You just think, oh, well, I thought they were. But let's have a look and get the oracle cards to just explain what that Seven of Swords actually means on a deeper level. Okay. Lady of the Lake, it's very good, Scorpio. It is very good. Lady of the Lake represents the highest order of respect for yourself and the manner in which you operate within the world around you. She is the harsher element of truth, even when denial is swept away by a tidal wave of events. In the ancient legend of Avalon, the Lady of the Lake presented Merlin with the sword of truth, which was claimed by Arthur, who became the King of High King of Britain. The magic that wielded this metal was fired by the will of the goddess. Consequently, when the Lady of the Lake appears, she demands nothing short of total truth and integrity. She asks you to be mindful of all the signs, signals and omens that present themselves to you. This is not a time to second guess. If a signal appears, be assured that a challenge has been presented. Moving forward without acknowledgement of the challenge will result in unnecessary difficulties. If the signal is to move, she pushes you to act. Do so, for a victory is imminent. Regardless of your question, the message is to take care when the Lady of the Lake appears, as serious business is at stake. The Lady reminds you of your personal responsibility in shaping your reality and its consequences. Seek the sword of truth within yourself and great success will be yours. Have courage, for when the Lady appears, the strength of Avalon is behind you in support of your quest for wholeness and abundance. Fabulous. Happy 12th house. Thanks for listening, Scorpio.